All You Need to Know, the Bloomberg Quint podcast that prepares you for the day's business.
Brought to you by IIFL Securities.
Good morning and thank God it's Friday. This is the All You Need to Know podcast on Bloomberg Quint and I'm Alex Matthew. Today is the 23rd of August. Equity markets here in India saw deep cuts in yesterday's session. The benchmark Nifty 50 index hit a 6-month low, driven by heavyweights and heavy selling in Yes Bank. Market participants speculated that this might be because a fiscal stimulus to bolster the economy is seeming less likely. That stems from comments by the Chief Economic Advisor Krishnamurthy Subramanian, who was speaking at an event in Delhi yesterday. He said sectors go through sunrise and sunset phases in a market-driven economy. Using taxpayers' money to intervene when sectors face stress, he said, is a moral hazard, where profits are private and losses are socialized. Foreign institutional investors continued their selling during the session, having net sold over 900 crore rupees worth of equity. They have now net sold equity in every session this month, barring two. And that's had a bearing on the Indian rupee as well. It fell to its lowest level since December 2018 yesterday, closing at 71.80 against the dollar. Congress leader P. Chidambaram was sent to CBI custody for 4 days by a Delhi court which said his custodial interrogation was justified in the INX media case. The court said Chidambaram will be in CBI custody till the 26th of August, during which time the agency will get him medically examined regularly as per the rules, and his family members and lawyers will be allowed to meet him for half an hour every day. The government has notified a dispute resolution scheme for taxpayers to settle legacy central excise and service tax issues or cases. The scheme, which was initially introduced in the budget, allows taxpayers to pay outstanding tax dues without interest, fine or penalty. It can be availed between the 1st of September and December 31st, according to a statement by the Ministry of Finance. With the tourist season coming to an end, domestic air passenger traffic in July increased just 3.01% compared with the same period last year. All the major airlines saw a sequential decline in their passenger load factor. That's a measure of how full each aircraft of an airline was when it was operated. Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation, commonly known as IRCTC, has filed draft papers with markets regulator SEBI for its initial public offer. The government plans to sell as much as 2 crore shares with a face value of 10 rupees each in the offer for sale. The price band is yet to be known. Stocks in Asia opened mixed today after a lackluster US session that saw traders adopt a cautious stance before Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's address at the Jackson Hole Summit later today. US equities ended mixed, with the Dow gaining 0.2%, the Nasdaq losing 0.4%, and the S&P 500 ending flat. The three early rises in Asia are mixed as well, with the benchmarks in Japan and Australia showing marginal gains and the one in South Korea losing about 0.4% in early trade. But some of that has to do with recent developments in the relations between South Korea and Japan. South Korea said it would withdraw from an intelligence sharing agreement with Japan, extending their feud over trade measures and historical grievances into security cooperation and raising alarm in the US, which is their shared ally. And meanwhile, in Hong Kong, equity markets are set to sink even further today as pro-democracy protests continue unabated. With that, it's over to Darshan Mehta for the trade setup for the day in India. Morning, Darshan. How are we looking to end the week?
Hi Alex, good morning everyone. Global cues are muted at this point of time. Asia is down in trade and the SGX Nifty is indicating a muted outlook. But some of the stocks that we need to watch out for Future Retail, because Amazon is looking to buy in 49% stake in Future Coupon, which is the promoter of Future Retail. Ideally, there will be no impact in the shareholding of Future Retail because the entire deal is done at the parent level, but sentimentally the stock probably might react. HDFC Bank will be in focus. The board has appointed Srinivasan Vaidyanathan as the Chief Financial Officer of the bank. Pidilite has commissioned the manufacturing plant in Bangladesh. This is the second plant in addition to the existing plant that they have in Munshiganj in Bangladesh, and the management says that the plant will further strengthen the position in the adhesive market in Bangladesh. Capacite Infra, which has seen a big fall, has clarified that the IT authorities carried out search proceedings at the company premises from August 20th, but they don't see any impact on routine operations. CRISIL has revised the outlook on the long-term banking facilities of BHEL to negative from stable. LIC Housing, yesterday the big block deal happened. Fidelity sold in 1.9 crore shares. Goldman Sachs acquired 71 lakh shares of that. Alchem Labs will be in focus. Prasidh Uno Family Trust sold in 36 lakh shares. Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund and SBI Mutual Fund were the buyers in the company. As far as the other news is concerned, Chris Wood in his Greed and Fear report has reduced the Indian overweight by 1 percentage point. In terms of brokerages, JP Morgan has upgraded Coal India and downgraded NMDC. Morgan Stanley has initiated on Container Corp at an overweight with a target price of 566, and Bank of America has reinstated PNB Housing Finance and LIC Housing Finance with an underperform on asset quality concerns. But there's much more you need to know before trade actually starts. For that, log on to our website bloombergquint.com and click on the All You Need to Know tab, and you will be prepared for morning trade.
Thanks, Darshan. And as always, thank you all for listening in. This is Alex Matthews signing off. Have a great day and an even better weekend ahead.
I hope you enjoyed listening to All You Need to Know. Did you know that you could listen to the show on the IVM Podcast app? On the IVM Podcast app, along with this, we have a number of other shows which you think you'll enjoy. Listen to Cyrus Says with Cyrus Brocha as the host. Listen to Paisa Vaisa with Anupam Gupta. The Scene and the Unseen with Amit Verma. Or Shunya One hosted by Shiladitya Mukhopadhyay and myself. Check out the IVM Podcast app to get more talk content that you will enjoy.